lovelies, how are you doing today? Today I'll be showing you how to draft male fitted pant trouser. Start the waist measurement from here, and then from there we'll get our crotch line. Get our crotch line, we'll use our waist divided by 4. So plus either you use 1.5 or 2, just to make, if you want to be free and not to be too tight, to be on the safe side. Okay, I'll use 2. So now my waist, let's say waist is 32 divided by 4 will give me 8. Okay, then plus 2 will give me 10. And also you can use your hip divided by 4 is 10.25. So it's either you use your waist divided by 4 plus 2 or 1.5, or you use your hip divided by 4. Okay, whatever you derive, you place it there. Okay, so now we can use our hip divided by 4, which gives us 2.5, or we'll do waist divided by 4, which is 8 plus 2, that's 10. What's the difference? Just 2 points, whichever one you want to use. Okay, so we go with 10, just 2.5 difference. Okay, so now from there we get our knee measurement. Okay, so from there, from the waistline, you measure your knee. We'll go to the ankle, which is the length of the trouser. The length is 40. Okay. After marking the length, you add 2 inches for folding allowance. Okay, that's the M line. So now we've gotten that. You can now rule it out. Okay, so you can use your marker now. This is your crotch line, and for the knee, you go until you mark it there. Okay, then you come to the M line, then you mark also, and you mark your 2 inches for the M line. Okay, all right. So now, from the crouch line, we'll go up by 2 inches to get our hip line. Okay, just roll it. We'll have our, okay. So now on the waistline here, we'll divide the waist by 4. The waist divided by 4. Okay, for this waist now, it's 32. 32 divided by 4 gives us 8 here. And after that, you add 1 inch. Gives us 8, then you add 1 inch. On the crotch line, you measure your lap. You know, you divide your waist by 4 on this part, then you divide your hip by 4. When you get to the crotch line, you divide your crotch line. What you're going to add on your mark on your crotch line will be your lap measurement. Okay, so your lap will be divided by 2 and not by 4. So the lap now here is 24 divided by 2 will give us 12.5. Yeah. So lap 25 divided by 2 will give us 12.5. Okay, so now here you measure your hip divided by 4 gives us 10.25. Okay, 41 divided by 4 gives us 10.25. So you mark your 10.25 on your hip line. Okay, 10.25 here it says. Then now you connect to your waistline. Okay, connect the hip line to the waistline with your French curve. If you have a French curve, this pattern master, I have a pattern master here, so you place it here. Okay, to get the curve on the crotch line, curve it from the actual crotch line to the hip. You can see now we've gotten our crotch line. Okay, here is our crotch line, which is our lap measurement, and here is the hip line. Okay, which is your hip divided by 4. Remember, you divide your hip by 4 here, you divide your lap by 2. Okay, then on your waistline you divide it by 4 plus 1. All right, okay, we've gotten the upper part of it. Now we're going to the square method. So now to get our knee measurement and the ankle, this is what we're going to do. So whatever you have here on the crotch line from the crotch line, you measure what we have here. Remember, our crotch is 25 divided by 2 gave us 12.5. So the 12.5 we divided by 2. Okay? So 12.5 divided by 2, you do it this way. Divided by 2. Whatever you get, we have 6.25. So you mark 6.25 down. Okay, from the crotch line, you mark 6.25 here. On the knee, you mark 6.25 here. And on the hem line, which is the length of the trouser, you also mark your 6.25 here. Okay, 6.25, 6.25. Then you roll it straight down with your straight ruler. Okay, you use your straight ruler to roll it down, straight down. Roll it down. Take it down here. Take it down here. Take it down to the hemline. Okay. To the hemline. Take it down here. So now, here we are going to be measuring our knee. You measure your knee divided by 2. Okay. So the knee here I have 17. 17 divided by 2 gives us 8.5. Now for ease, to add ease to it, you add 0.5 to the 8.5. Okay, so that will give us 9. Already we have 17 divided by 2 which gives us 8.5. Then we added 0.5 to it, making 9. So that 9 you divide it by 2, which will give us 4.5. Okay, so you come here on this part, you measure 4.5 here. You mark your 4.5. This is to add ease to it for you, okay, so that you can bend very well and not have problem. So now here it is. Here we have 4.5 and here we have 4.5. Make sure whatever you have here, you have it here. This is to have that that line when you iron your trouser. Is it gate or they call it? I don't know. So you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. My ankle here is 13.5. So 13.5 divided by 2 gives us 6.75. Okay, 5 you divide it by 2. Okay, by 2 will give us 3.375. Let's just say 3.3. Okay, 3.3 here. And on the other side, you come on the line. Okay, don't forget 3.3 here too. Okay, 3.3 here, 3.3 there. Now we are going to use our ruler to connect them together. Okay, so here we are going to use if you have your hip curve. I don't have my hip curve with me here, so use your hip curve. Okay, you connect from the crotch line or the hip line to the knee line. Okay, just watch how I do it. Okay, you can take it up if you like, or you can take also from the crotch line to the knee line, but make sure it's not too curvy. Okay, make sure it's not too curvy, so that's for you not to add excess to your measurement. Okay, so you take it this way. Just be careful. Oh, sorry, what am I doing? This is not what I wanted to do, sorry. You take it from here to this way. Please don't mind this part, okay? Just take it from here, trying to make sure I'm capturing everything. You see what I'm doing? From this, you remember, this is the measurement. We divided by 2. So you take from the crotch line or the hip line, however you want it, to the ankle, like so. Okay, it does not look messy. Pardon me. Okay, so We are trying to form the leg shape. Remember, our legs aren't straight. Then when you come here, you turn back the hip curve. Okay, here we use the front curvy side here, and when we get here, we use it this way. You see, here, here. The back of our leg isn't straight. So you come to the crotch line here, and you connect it here too. Okay? Make sure it's not too curvy, okay? So you take it that way. You can see we are forming the shape. Don't mind this, okay? Don't mind this first one I did. Sorry, this one. Okay? You can see the shape. You can see it's coming out gradually. So let's take it down. So when you get here, we're going to make it straight line. We're going to use a straight line to the ankle. Okay? So you draw a straight line from there. You make it straight to your ankle. Make it straight to your ankle, like so. Ta-da! You can see. Then you go to the next one. You also make it straight to your ankle. From your ankle to your knee. Don't worry, I'll show you. I'm trying to. If you have that straight, longer ruler, you can use it. But if you know you can use this, please do. So now, here, you can see the shape we have here. You can see, don't mind this, okay? Don't look at this part. You can see the shape we have from here. You can see the curve of the leg, straight down. You can see to the actual length of the trouser. So when you get here, just slightly come out of this part, slightly, so that by the time you're folding it, it won't look somehow. Okay, just slightly come out here like this, and the other side to slightly come out. You can see what I've done. So now we have our front pattern ready. Okay, so now we take it to the back. You can see it's very easy. You can see it here. The front part is ready. Wow. You can see. This is the waistline, hip line, crotch line, which is your lap. You can extend if you like to the hip with your curved hip curve. Use your hip curve there. Okay, so if you don't have your hip curve and you feel your hand can do that, but I rather prefer you use your hip curve. Now see, we have it ready. I hope you can see. So now we're going to the back. So we're going to use this to cut the back, but let's cut it out. Okay, you can see our beautiful pattern is ready. It's ready. You can see the square method. This is the crease line. Okay, so now we'll go to the back pattern. Before the back, sorry, on the waistline here, you go down by 0.5. Why I'm using 0.5 is, remember, we're going to join it to the band with half an inch. So I come down by half an inch here. You come down by 1 inch or half an inch, whichever one you want. Remember, you're still going to add your band to it. So you can do half an inch and at the back to 2 inches, because you're still going to take away half from there. So I usually go down by half an inch here. Okay? Then you connect it to this edge here, the half an inch. You connect it. Sorry, where's my marker? You connect it, your half an inch. You connect to the edge here. Okay? So this is it. I came down by half an inch. You can come down by 1 inch, but I came down by half an inch. Okay? Then connect it here. All right? So now I won't cut it out now. Okay? I'll show you something when we get to the back. So let's cut the back. Let me check. I still have some space here. Okay? So place it very well here. Then use your paper tape to hold it down, okay, so as for it not to move. So use your paper tape. You can take it out later. Okay, I'm done holding it. Putting them together. So what we're going to be doing here is, here we'll be adding the seam allowance to it. Remember, we did not add to the front pattern. Okay, so here we just come out here by, on the crotch line, just rule your crotch line out. Okay, rule it out straight your crotch line here, your crotch line there, your knee, you rule out your knee as well. Okay, just to make sure you're on the right lines. So you rule out this too. Okay, that's it. Okay, here we have some space here in front here. So for this front, we are going to come out by 1 inch, which is for the back dart here. See, 1 inch. Remember, the one beneath is the back pattern. So here we'll go up by, on this line, this is why I did not cut out this ½ inch we went down by, or you can go down by 1 inch. So on that part we'll go up by 2 inches. Okay, 2 inches. We'll go up by 2 inches, because from it we are going to use ½ inch to join our band. Okay, this is it. We'll go up by 2 inch here. We came out by 1 inch here for the back dart. Okay, the dart usually directly or in between the back welt pocket. So now here on the crotch line here, you come out by 3 inches or 2.5. Maximum you go out by 3.5, depending on how huge your client is. But to be on the safe side, we use 3 inches, okay, for ease and sewing allowance. So I use 3 inches. You can do 2.5 if you want to, but I'm doing 3 inches for a male. Okay, 3 inches here to come out by 3 inches here. So now for the rest, you go out by 2 inches for sewing allowance. 2 inches on the knee line, you go by 2 inches. This is for the sewing allowance, and you keep taking your 2 inches all through the lines. Okay, 2 inches all through the lines. So here to 2 inches, 2, and here, don't forget the shape here, 2 inches. So on this waistline, you come out by, come out by 1 inch. Okay, on this waistline we already have 1 inch in front, so you just 1 inch here. Okay, make sure you take it up to this part. Okay, 1 inch here. So let's use our ruler to connect. Okay, this part, let's take you up here by 1 inch. So here you connect here to the 1 inch you came out by for the dart. Okay, here is 2 inches, just take it this way. Okay, make sure it touches this one here. Okay, you can see it now. So now here you connect here to your hip line. This dart, you came to your hip line like so. Okay, can you see it? I hope you are getting it. If you're not getting it, please let me know. I don't mind redoing this video. You can see it now, here to the hip line for the dart. Okay, from here now you use your curve ruler. Okay, we came out here by 3 inches. Let's roll it so as not to get confused. Okay, So you roll it here by 3 inches. The 3 inches here. Let's cross check. Yes, 3 inches. So you come down here. Remember, you use your hip curve here. So you must use your hip curve there too, okay? To get the shape to your knee line. I hope you can see. This is the 2 inches on your knee. So you connect it. I hope you can see it. Okay, so you connect like so, not too curvy, you just connect. Okay, I've connected it. So you go down with your straight ruler to the other part. Straight, make them straight, okay? Take your straight ruler here. Your 2 inches here and 2 inches here and 2 inches here. And take it out here. Take it out here, 2 inches. We have our back pattern ready. Almost ready, sorry. Okay, so the next thing now is to go up here and connect this 2 inches here. You know, we came up by 1 inch by the side, then 2 inches up here. So from this ½ inch you went down by, okay, 2 inches up there. So I purposely did not cut it out so that you can see what I'm trying to do. This is the actual line, and I came down by ½ inch. Okay, from the ½ inch, I went up by 2 inches. So from here, just find a way to connect it. Come out by 2 inches, or use my free method. Okay, to connect it, or you can just try to connect. Try. Let's see. Okay. Make sure it's not too curvy, okay? So this line. Okay. Here we go. So here we have our back pattern ready. Okay. So let me curve it a bit inward. So here it is. I think we are done with this pattern. We are going to cut it out so you can see. So let me make this line. I think it's bending somewhere. Okay, we are done with the back pattern as well. So now let's cut it. Let me come again. On this waistline, this actual waistline, we came out by 1 inch. This is for the back dart, okay? Then on this side, where on this front, remember this is the front pattern, we came down by ½ inch. You can do 1 inch if you want to. If you do 1 inch, you can go to the back and do 1.5 inch. So I came down by ½ inch. Then up there, I went up from that ½ inch for the back pattern. I went up by back panel. I went up by 2 inches because we're still going to use ½ inch to sew them. And why I went up by 2 inches, so that it, when you sit or bend, it won't be showing your butt. Okay, your back won't be showing. It will really cover it. Okay, so that's why I went up by 2 inches, and from there we'll take away ½ inch to sew join to your band. So now here I came out by 1 inch. Here I came out by 1 inch. Remember, I came out by 1 inch in front. I came out by 1 inch at the back too here for the sewing allowance. Okay, then on the crotch line, I came out by 3 inches. Remember, in front I did not add any sewing allowance. I just used our lap measurement divided by 2 straight up, And at the back, for the back part, I added the seam allowance. The back is usually bigger than the front, okay? So I added 3 inches here for sewing and for ease, okay? You can do 2.5, okay? This is for male, you understand? So that you have that part will be free, okay? So I did 3 inches. Maximum you can do 3.5, like I said, if you have a huge client. But 2.5, 3 inches is okay, okay? So on the knee line, I came out by 2 inches. 2 inches from there, apart from the crotch line, which is 3 inches, okay, allowance. The rest should be 2 inches downwards, okay, from the knee to the hem line, 2 inches downwards. Then you connect here. Remember, you connected here with your curve ruler. Make sure you connect here too with your curve ruler, but not too curvy, okay, so that it won't be too tight. Then in front, to use your curve ruler, make sure it's not too curvy so that you won't have excess on the hip part, okay, and on this front part. All right, so then we connect it. We are good to go. So let's cut it. It's ready. Let's cut it. Remember, this 1 inch I came out by is for the back dart, okay? The dart is usually between the back welt pockets. So now let's cut it out. This video is comprehensive. Don't worry, I'll show you another method of cutting male pants or female pants. In the next video, I'll show you how to cut a female pant, fitted pants for pant trouser for female too. So let's cut it out first. Remember here, the 1 inch you came out by, you just crossed to the 1 inch you came out. Oh, let me take away the ½ inch in front here too, before I forget. Find this video helpful, please like, share and comment. Bye.